What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Truck Talk, brought to you by me, inspired by my man Chidley. Speaking of my man Chidley, he come over here the other day, man, and he was bent out of shape about the draft. I'm talking about he was so worked up about it, he couldn't even hardly pay attention to nothing else. He's worried about this bill that just, this selective service bill that was just passed by the House. That's basically going to automatically register every male between the ages of 18 and 26 or something, if there was to be another draft. Well, first of all, what do I even think about the draft? And then I'll tell you about what I think about this new bill. What do I think about the draft? Look at it. Look at this, man. If a nation decides, if the government of a nation decides to go fight for a cause, and they can't muster enough men to go and fight for that cause, well, then they probably shouldn't be fighting for that cause. And if a nation has grown so weak that it can't muster enough men willfully to go and defend the nation, well, the nation is done. It's done. And that's what we see here in America. The warrior class has been killed. It's nearly completely dead. There are just a handful of men that are still upholding the warrior class. So I don't agree with the draft. I think that all the draft is a way for the government to lawfully have access to as much cannon fodder as they need in order to police the world, execute their agendas, and make themselves richer. That's all it is. That's what I think about it. And so this new bill automatically registers every man from the age of 18 to 26, I think, for the draft. Well, why? Look, did you not know that you already have to register for the draft at the age of 18? I think it's a felony if you don't register for the draft when you turn 18 as a man. Well, it goes back to what I've been saying for years and years. We're all felons in some way, shape, or form. They just haven't chose to come and get us and lock us up yet for breaking their laws. Land of the free. So yeah, what does this change? Well, it really changes nothing. If it does pass through and become law, you already have to register for the draft at 18. That being said, why are they trying to implement this? Well, more than likely, it's because they're planning on something. More than likely, they're planning on another conflict. That is the government, the world government, that is, which the United States government is just a part of. More than likely, they're planning on some conflict, and they just want to make it easier on themselves and more streamlined to be able to lawfully muster the men of this nation against their will in order to throw them into a war and see a vast majority of them be killed. All of that being said, next time you go out, I want you to look around you at men between the ages of 18 and 30 years old. Look at the condition that men are in. I would say maybe 2 or 3% would even be fit for service, period. And I would say less than 1% would be capable of fighting effectively. We're in trouble. Did you know that? That's the reality. Surely you've noticed it. Maybe I'm speaking to you. Maybe you're a fat, lazy turd. incapable of fighting, incapable of violence. Maybe you sit around and play your video games all day and eat freaking junk food and don't know how to do anything with your hands. If that is you, you need to fix yourself. Not so that you can go and serve for this corrupt, tyrannical government, but so that you can serve your community and the people around you. So hopefully Chili relaxes. He's sickly anyways. He wouldn't ever make it in. You guys go get you a hat, get you a t-shirt. Keep him in the dungeon and out of the draft. I love you guys. Enough said.